So I saw this narrative all over social media that the Warriors got lucky again. And guys will type out SMH, shaking my head. The Warriors are lucky once again. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. Calling the Warriors lucky is so stupid. And I think, first of all, we should explain why people say this. Why do people say the Warriors are lucky? So there's a couple reasons historically. First of all, in 2015, in the first game of the NBA Finals, Kyrie Irving got hurt. And subsequently, people believe that's why the Warriors won that finals is LeBron James didn't have the help he needs. He got overpowered by the Warriors. So, the Warriors got lucky, Kyrie got hurt, and the Warriors won a championship. But then after drafting, so here's what's interesting is the Warriors drafted Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. They drafted them. They did not acquire them. But because they had 3 All-Stars, and when they exercised their right to free agency, they went out and got Kevin Durant. People say, oh, the Warriors are lucky. They're going to get more championships because they got lucky. Kevin Durant wanted to go there. So this year in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers lost Kyrie Irving. They had to get rid of him and ship him off to the Boston Celtics, which meant that, you know what? Nobody really believes the Cavs can challenge the Warriors. Check it down. Another championship for the Warriors. They're the luckiest franchise of all time. But then later in the Western Conference Finals, the game to get into the NBA Finals, guess what? The Warriors were actually being challenged. They were in a tough series against the Houston Rockets. And when all hope, it looked really bad for the Warriors, guess what? The guy leading the charge against them for the Houston Rockets, Chris Paul, got hurt. Oh, the Warriors, they're so lucky. Oh, they always get every break possible. And then people come out and say, well, if you watched Game 7, we all know the Rockets were horrible at shooting threes in Game 7. They were 7 for 44. The Rockets were a mess. They were absolutely terrible shooting threes in Game 7. And people, again, doubled down. The Warriors are the luckiest franchise of all time. You know, I think I saw a stat that it was like 1 in 72,000 to 1 odds that the Rockets would shoot that poorly in Game 7. Like, of course the Warriors are quote-unquote lucky. So I want to address that because the argument, I guess that's why people make the argument that the Warriors are lucky. People, they cite all those reasons. Kyrie Irving injured, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul got hurt, the Rockets shot poorly, yada, yada. But the reason why people call the Warriors lucky, there's one reason to think it. There's another reason to say it out loud. The reason why people tweet about it, the reason why people say it to their friends, the reason why people say the Warriors got lucky is because they want to diminish the Warriors' accomplishments. They want to take away from the Warriors. They want to diminish the value of every championship that the Golden State Warriors win. And I think it's so funny that even though there's dominance all over the world, we see Amazon is dominant, Google is dominant, Microsoft is dominant, Bill Gates is incredibly wealthy. Even though there's dominance all over the world, the dominance that makes people angry is when people are dominant in sports. Sports dominance, for some reason, is the one that makes everybody mad. And then we get the narrative, the Warriors are lucky, because nobody likes dominance in sports. And so we say, we're jealous, we're mad, we want to diminish the accomplishment. The Warriors are lucky. And so I want to ask the question, aren't all dynasties accused of being lucky? Don't we accuse the New England Patriots of being lucky all the time? We do. Tom Brady's been to 8 Super Bowls. He won 5 of them. And people still call Tom Brady lucky. I don't think, after 5 Super Bowls, I don't know how you call that lucky, but people still do. And I think, luck does not complete passes. Luck does not make jump shots. Luck does not control your actions. Maybe, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. And here's an argument I understand, but I don't agree with. I understand, but I don't agree with people calling 1 Super Bowl luck. So people say, Nick Foles got lucky. I don't think Nick Foles got lucky. I think all the cards had to go right for him. Everything had to fall into place for Nick Foles last year to win a Super Bowl. But Nick Foles will never do it again, but Nick Foles did win that Super Bowl. Nick Foles completed those passes. He did the work. He earned it. So I understand, I don't agree with, but I understand calling 1 Super Bowl luck. But 5? How do you do that? How do you call that lucky? And how do you call the Warriors success? This is their 4th year in a row in the finals. They are killing it. How do you call that luck? Because I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. See, luck is an accident. Luck is winning the lottery. Winning the lottery is luck. Nobody in the world accidentally wins a championship. And that's why I just don't think anytime anyone wins a championship, you can't call that lucky. And I think anybody who is foolish enough to call the Warriors lucky does not understand luck. I want to read you a quote by the Roman philosopher Seneca. Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." So in order to get lucky, you had to be ready to seize the moment. Greatness and people who are great take advantage of people and their flaws or their mistakes. See, again, you screw up against Tom Brady's going to make you pay. He will capitalize on that mistake. If you don't bring everything you have, if you don't show up with all your great players, if you don't have a good night shooting, guess what? You're not going to beat the Golden State Warriors because they are great. That's just funny, man. Like, I saw the stat. The Rockets had a 1 in 72,000 odds that they were going to shoot that poorly that night. They were 7 for 44 from three-point range. They shot 15% in Game 7. And I don't know how that stat 1 for 72,000 calculates the moment, but I know this. In the moment against the reigning NBA champs, the Houston Rockets folded. The Houston Rockets did not show up. And so do not call the Warriors lucky. The Rockets wilted in the moment. The Rockets wilted in the moment, not the Warriors. Greatness does intimidate people, and the Warriors are not lucky. They are great. The Warriors are fantastic. The Warriors, I want to point out, the last thing I'll say, because maybe it's a ridiculous topic to argue this, but I just saw the narrative and it drove me nuts. I was like, so much to say. It makes me so angry. You understand that the Warriors were expected to win, right? We all thought, even months ago when the season began, the Warriors are going to win the championship again this year. And people went, ugh. And so now when they get there, some people have the audacity to call the Warriors lucky. If the Warriors had lost, we'd all say they choked. And when they win, we all say that they are lucky. So what is it? It's ridiculous and getting annoying. I understand you hate the Warriors. I don't really like it either, but we shouldn't diminish their accomplishment. The Warriors are fantastic. They are a great team, maybe a dynasty, and they are unbelievable. So don't call the Warriors lucky. Don't diminish their accomplishment. They are a fantastic team that, if they win another championship, they probably earn the right, because that's how championships are earned. Thank you so very much for watching. Remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, as well as my best, most interesting clips. If you like Strong Opinion Sports as much as I do, help me grow this podcast by telling your friends about this show. Share it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow this podcast by telling your friends. Thank you so much, and have a great day.